Good morning, students. How are you? I hope all of you are enjoying good health at home. Students, in the last class, I completed exercise 4A, in which I explained how can we write the products in exponential notation, or how can we write a given number in the exponential form. Okay, today I will explain you laws of exponents. So let us start. Number 1, when we multiply two numbers whose bases are the same, then their powers are added. In exercise 4A, I told you what is the base and what is exponent. Suppose this is the given number 3 power 2. In this 3 power 2, 3 is the base and power or exponent is 2. So when we multiply two numbers whose bases are the same, if we are multiplying two numbers in such a way that their bases are same, their bases are equal, then their powers are added. This is known as product law of exponents. How? Suppose this is the number a power m into a power n. We have to multiply these two numbers, a power m into a power n. Then how will we write it? Is equal. See here, both the bases are same. Here base is a, here also. So if both the bases are same and we have to multiply, then their powers are added. So we will write it a power m plus n. We will add the powers and write the base only once. So a power m plus n, where a is any non-zero integer. It means value of 8 should not be 0. And m and n are any two integers, or m and n are integers. See here how. Suppose you are given 3 power 2 into 3 power, suppose it is 4. 3 power 2 into 3 power 4. We have to multiply these two numbers. In these two numbers you are observing, you are noticing that both the bases are same. This base is 3, this is also 3. Then what we will do? We will add their powers. We will write it 3 power 2 plus 3 power 2 plus 4. We will add these two powers, then it will become 3 power 6. Okay? Come to second law. There are three parts of second law. When we divide a number by another number whose bases are the same, then their powers are subtracted. This is known as quotient law of exponent. Students, here you saw when we are multiplying two numbers with same base, then powers are added. But if we are dividing two numbers with same base, then their powers are subtracted. See, a power m divided by a power n. First we will write this in the form a power m upon, divide means upon, a power n. It means we have to divide a power m by a power n. Then what we will do? We will take this n. Both the bases are same, a and a. We will take this power n, only this power, not base. We will take this power from denominator to numerator and we will subtract it. So we will write a power m minus n. But there is one condition. What is the condition? When m is greater than n, value of m should be greater than n. Means m की value n से ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. Okay? See one example. 3 power 4 divided by 3 power 2. If we have to divide this 3 power 4 by 3 power 2, what we will do? First we will write it 3 power 4 upon 3 power 2. Then we will subtract this power 2 here. We will take this power 2 from denominator to numerator. So we will write it 3 power 4 minus 2. It will be 3 power 2. 3 power 2 means 3 into 3. It is equal 9. Clear? Now B part. It's when bases are the same and we divide a number by another number, the number with the smaller power is shifted to the denominator if the greater power is in the denominator. When we shift a number from the numerator to the denominator or vice versa, the sign of its power changes. In this case, suppose student, this is a power m upon a power n. If m is greater, then we will write in this form. But if m is smaller, then what we will do? We will take this m power from numerator to denominator and we will subtract it. We will write it 1 upon a power n minus m. अगर m की पावर छोटी है और n की पावर बड़ी है, तब हम किस फॉर्म में लिखेंगे? 1 अपॉन a पावर n, दिस a पावर n, और हम ये जो m की पावर है इसको न्यूमरेटर से डिनोमिनेटर में लाकर माइनस कर देंगे. व्हेन m इज स्मॉलर देन n. अगर m की पावर बड़ी है, n की पावर छोटी है, तब हम इस फॉर्म में लिखेंगे. और अगर m की पावर छोटी है, n की पावर बड़ी है, तब हम न्यूमरेटर से डिनोमिनेटर में ले आएंगे और हम इस फॉर्म में लिखेंगे. सी एग्जाम्पल, इफ आवर क्वेश्चन इज 3 पावर 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 पावर 5. हियर पावर 2, दिस वैल्यू ऑफ m इज स्मॉलर. ऊपर न्यूमरेटर में जो पावर है वो छोटी है और डिनोमिनेटर की पावर बड़ी है, तो हम ये जो न्यूमरेटर की पावर है इसको हम डिनोमिनेटर में लाकर माइनस कर देंगे. 1 अपॉन 3 पावर 5 माइनस 2, ये हो जाएगा हमारा 1 अपॉन 3 पावर 3 के इक्वल. सी पार्ट, a पावर m अपॉन a पावर n इज इक्वल 1 व्हेन m इज इक्वल n. अगर m और n की पावर दोनों सेम है तो इसकी वैल्यू 1 के इक्वल हो जाएगी. कैसे? सी हियर, इफ 3 पावर 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 पावर 5, दोनों पावर सेम है, बेस भी सेम है, 3 और 3 पावर भी सेम है, तो हम ये वाला जो 5 डिनोमिनेटर में इसको ऊपर ले जाकर माइनस कर देंगे. 3 पावर 5 माइनस 5 इज इक्वल 3 पावर 0. और जब पावर 0 होती है, बेस कुछ भी हो सकता है. इफ पावर इज 0 एंड वट एवर द बेस में बी, वट एवर डजेंट मैटर. अगर बेस 3 है, 13 है, 15 है, 19 है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, तो उसकी वैल्यू 1 होती है. ठीक है? ओके, सी हियर, गो इजी. The number with smaller power is shifted from numerator to denominator so that the answer does not have a negative power. Number with the smaller power is shifted from numerator. अगर हमारे फॉर दिस रूल, अगर हमारी न्यूमरेटर वाली पावर छोटी है तो हम इस न्यूमरेटर को डिनोमिनेटर में शिफ्ट कर देंगे जिससे कि हमारे आंसर में पावर नेगेटिव ना आए. नाउ कम टू थर्ड लॉ. When a number with a power is raised to another power. When a number with a power is raised to another power, the powers are multiplied. This is known as power law of exponent. See, if there are double power, see here, it will be read as a power m whole power n. यहाँ पर a की पहले पावर m है, फिर होल पावर n है. Then these two powers are multiplied. It means a power m n. How? See example. If our question is 3 power 2 then whole power 3, then we will multiply these two powers. It is 3 power 2 into 3. 2 3 ja 6. Answer will be 3 power 6. Next, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 gives 1. This is known as zero exponent law. This is the zero exponent law which I told you here. See, a power 0 is equal 1. अगर पावर 0 है, if power is 0, बेस कुछ भी हो सकता है. 1, 4, 10, 100, 1000, 2000, 1 lakh, whatever may be base. But if power is 0, then our value will be 1. See here, note, 0 power 0 is not defined. Our base should not be 0 in any condition. बेस के प्लेस पर 0 नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर बेस के प्लेस पर 0 है, 0 power 0 is not defined. Any number raised to power of 1 is equal to the number itself. For example, 3 power 1 is equal 3. If power is 1, then its value will be equal to its base. If 3 power 1 is equal 3, If I am writing 50 power 1, it will be equal to 50. If I am writing 100 power 1 is equal 100. So if I am writing 100, it means 100 power 1. If I am writing 50, it means 50 power 1. Next, to convert negative power to positive. नेगेटिव पावर को पॉजिटिव पावर में चेंज करने के लिए वी नीड टू टेक रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द नंबर. हमको जो नंबर है, जो बेस है, उसके रेसिप्रोकल लिखने की जरूरत होती है. किसी भी नेगेटिव पावर को पॉजिटिव में चेंज करने के लिए हम उस नंबर के बेस को का रेसिप्रोकल लिखते हैं. दिस इज नोन एज नेगेटिव एक्सपोनेंट लॉ. a पावर -1 इज इक्वल 1 अपॉन a. See, if it is a power 2, you are noticing here that a power -1 is equal 1 upon a. Beta, here what is the base? Base is a. So reciprocal of a is equal 1 upon a. In the earlier exercise, I told you how can we write reciprocal. Reciprocal means multiplicative inverse. What is the multiplicative inverse of 5? It will be 1 upon 5. So what is the reciprocal of a? It will be 1 upon a. If power is minus negative, then we will write the reciprocal. It is equal a power -1 is equal reciprocal of a is 1 upon a, 1 upon a power 1. Suppose this is a power -2. A power -2 is not equal 2 upon a. It doesn't mean that a power -2 is equal 2 upon a. No, it is equal 1 upon a square. This power negative will change to positive by writing reciprocal. We will write reciprocal of a is 1 upon a. Here it is a power -2, so we will write it 1 upon a power 2. Suppose we want to write a power -5. It means 1 upon a power 5. See here, this minus power change to plus power, positive power. Okay. And another form, a upon b power -1. A upon b power -1 means here what is the base? A upon b and power is -1. It means we will write this base reciprocal of a upon b. It will be b upon a. So b upon a whole power 1. If a upon b whole power -3, then a upon b means b upon a. We will write first reciprocal of a upon b. It is b upon a. -3 will change to +3. Okay. Suppose I am writing 1 upon 5 power -2. Then what is the reciprocal of 1 upon 5? It will be 5 upon 1. 5 upon 1 means only 5, means 5 power 2. Clear? Come to next. 6th point. 6th rule. When we multiply two numbers with same exponents and different bases. See again. When we multiply two numbers with same exponent and different bases, we get, this time we are multiplying two numbers with different bases. Earlier I told you bases should be same, but this time we are multiplying two numbers whose bases are different. This is a power m into b power m. Both the bases are different, but their powers are same. Earlier, what was the earlier case? In earlier case, a power m multiply a power n. Here bases were same, powers were different. But this time bases are different, powers are same. Then what we will do? We will multiply these two bases. A and a multiply b, it will be ab, then whole power m. Suppose we have to multiply 4 power 3 into 2 power 3. See here. Here base is 4 and here base is 2, but powers are same. Then what we will do? We will multiply these two bases. We will write it 4 into 2 whole power 3 because powers are same. So we will write power only once. 4 2 ja 8 whole power 3. This is known as power of a product law. Come to next. when we divide two numbers with same exponent and different bases. This time also earlier I told you that bases are same, powers were different when we divided in second law. But this time bases are different, power is same. A power m divided by b power m. So we will write this a upon b, then whole power m. Suppose here for example 20 power 3 divided by 5 power 3. First we will write both the bases 20 upon 5. Okay, then whole power 3, 5 1 ja 5, 5 4 ja 20. So it is 4 power 3. This is known as power of quotient law. When we get a quotient in division, so it is power of a quotient law. So these are the 7 laws which I explained you. Now in this exercise 4b we will use these laws and we will solve these questions. Students, you have to write all these 7 laws in your notebook. See here, whatever I have underlined. First law, this one. Do not write this example which I have written. Only you have to write whatever is written in your book. Okay? First law, then 3 parts of second law, then third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth and seventh. You will write this one, go easy also. And these 2 parts, note. You will not write like this. Okay? Now I am explaining you some examples. First see example 3. Write the following products in exponential notation. A is 5 power 1 into 5 power 2. Here it is written only 5. 5 means 5 power 1. So 5 power 1 into 5 power 2. Here we will use first law. What is the first law? Product law of exponent. According to this law, a power m into a power n is equal a power m plus n. Both the bases are same and we have to multiply these 2 numbers. So we will add these powers. Using this law, what we will write? 5 power 1 plus 2. So it is 5 power 3. Come to B part. In B part, it is minus 9 power 4 into minus 9 power 3. See, here again both the bases are same, minus 9 and we have to multiply these 2 numbers. Again we will use same law, product law of exponent. A power m into a power n is equal a power m plus n. So we will write it minus 9. What is the base? Base is minus 9 whole power 4 plus 3. It will be minus 9 power 4 plus 3, 7. C part. 2 upon 3 whole power 2, or we can see 2 upon 3 square into 2 upon 3 whole cube. Again both the bases are same, 2 upon 3, 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 into 2 upon 3, both the bases are same. What we will do? We will add these 2 power. Again same law, first one, product law of exponent. A power m into a power n is equal a power m plus n. So it is 2 upon 3 whole power 2 plus 3. 2 upon 3 whole power 5. Next part, minus 5 upon 7 into minus 5 upon power 3. Minus 5 upon 7 into minus 5 upon 7 power 3. Minus 5 upon 7 means minus 5 upon 7 power 1. So again there is multiplication. We will add these 2 powers. We will write minus 5 upon 7 whole power 1 plus 3. It is minus 5 upon 7 whole power 4. Students, you have to learn these rules. First one is product law. According to product law of exponent is a power m into a power n is equal a power m plus n. When you will solve this question in exam, you have to write these laws. Okay? When I will solve exercise 4b, then you will see that I am writing the law in each and every question. Now come to example 4. In example 4, evaluate the following. 2 power 5 into 2 power 2. See, 2 power 5 into 2 power 2. again both the bases are same and we have to multiply these two number. So we will use first law again. A power m into a power n is equal a power m plus n. So we will add these two power. We will write 2 power 5 plus 2. It is 2 power 7. Now we will multiply this 2 7 times. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, 16 2 ja 32, 32 2 ja 64 and 64 2 ja 128. Clear? Now B part. Minus 3 power 4 divided by minus 3. Minus 3 power 4 divided by minus 3 power 1. It will be considered as power 1. This time we will not multiply these two numbers. We have to divide. So second law, we will use second law, quotient law of exponent. According to this rule, a power m divided by a power n is equal a power m minus 1. When we are multiplying two numbers with same base, we will add the powers. If we are dividing two numbers with same base, then we will subtract the power. So here we will write minus 3 power 4 minus 1. Then it will be minus 3 whole power 4 minus 1 3. Now write minus 3 3 times. Then minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3. 3 3 ja 9. Minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9 plus 9 into minus 3 minus 27. In the same way C part. C part also same according to first law. You try to understand self. Come to D. 3 upon 4 whole power 2 divided by 3 upon 4 whole power 5. 3 upon 2 whole power 2 divided by 3 upon 4 whole power 5. 3 upon 4 according to second law of quotient law of exponent, a power m divided by a power n equal a power m minus n. So 3 upon 4 2 minus 5. 3 upon 4 2 minus 5 will be minus 3. First we have used here quotient law of exponent, then we get 3 upon 4 power minus 3. Now we will use here this one law. Fifth law. Yes, fifth law. According to this law, I told you a upon b power minus 2 is equal b upon a power 2. So it is 3 upon 4 power minus 3. We will write it. First we will write reciprocal of this base 3 upon 4. Then it will become 4 upon 3. Minus 3 will become positive. Power 3. See here. A upon b whole power minus 1 is equal b upon a. Fifth law according to fifth law. Now we will write this 4 upon 3 3 times. 4 upon 3 into 4 upon 3 into 4 upon 3. 4 4 ja 16, 16 4 ja 64 upon 3 3 ja 9, 9 3 ja 27. It is 64 upon 27, which is an improper fraction. Now we will divide this 64 by 27. 27 2 ja 54. 4 minus 4 0, 6 minus 5 1. So we get 2 is to 10 upon 27. Now next E part. Minus 4 upon 7 whole power 3 minus 4 upon 7 power 0. Here both the bases are same and we have to multiply these two numbers. So powers will be added. Minus 4 upon 7 into minus 4 upon power 0 is equal minus 4 upon 7 power 3, or we can use here fourth law according to which if power is 0 then value will be 1. So minus 4 upon 7 power 0 means 1. A power 0 is equal 1. It will be minus 4 upon 7 power 3. Or we can do it like this. After this we can do like this. Minus 4 upon 7 power 3 plus 0. It will be minus 4 upon 7 power 3. This time base is negative, power is positive. So we will not write reciprocal. We write reciprocal only then when power is negative. So when we multiply minus 4 upon 7 3 times like this, minus 4 upon 7 into minus 4 upon 7 into minus 4 upon 7, then 4 minus minus plus, then this minus here, 4 4 ja 16, 16 4 ja 64 upon 7 7 ja 49, 49 7 ja 343. Clear? So students, you can try to understand these examples. In the next class I will start exercise 4b, but before starting exercise 4b, you have to write all these 7 laws in your notebook. Okay, do not leave it pending. When you will write these laws in your notebook with your hand, then you will be able to understand easily this exercise, because there are in one question sometimes 2 or 3 laws are applied. Otherwise you will be confused. Okay students, read these laws at least 2 or 3 times. Thank you students and have a nice day.